Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Eric DiMartino from DiMartino Chiropractic Center, and today we're talking about gentle neck adjustments to help people with headaches. So headaches are commonly caused by problems in the upper part of the neck, and how it works is that we have these bones in our spine called vertebrae, and their job is to surround our spinal cord and all these nerves that come out of the spinal cord to protect them, because these nerves are ultimately what control every muscle, organ, and tissue in our body. So if our spine is healthy, which means it's in proper alignment and it's moving normally, it protects these nerves by allowing room for these nerves to exit out and connect to all our body parts. But unfortunately, different stresses in life will cause problems in the spine. These stresses could be things like, big things like car accidents or falls or sports injuries, or even little things like bad posture, sitting too much or bending or lifting improperly. These all put a stress on the spine. It can cause these bones to actually go out of their proper position or even lock up. When that happens, instead of protecting the nerves, the bones will now interfere with the nerves, so they just can't function properly. And if that happens in the upper neck, these nerves go right up into the head area. It'll very commonly trigger headaches. And so as chiropractors, we do something called chiropractic adjustments, where we gently push on the spine to put the bones back in alignment and to get them to stay there, so it takes pressure off the nerves can start to work properly, and the headaches and many other symptoms will start to go away because the body's actually functioning properly. So typically we'll use our hands to do the adjustment, where we simply do a quick gentle adjustment on the neck to put the bone back in alignment to remove pressure from the nerve. And if you've ever had an adjustment or have seen somebody have them, typically there will be an audible clicking or popping sound when this happens. Now some people don't like that sound, but what it really is whenever we put a bone back in alignment, there's fluid in the joints. They're called synovial fluid. And whenever there's a kind of a quick movement of that synovial fluid, the nitrogen actually comes out of the fluid and gets changed into a gas form, if you want the technical description. And then when it goes into a gas form, it makes a popping sound, right? And so it's just really pressure being released. It's the same thing if you crack your knuckles, you feel that popping, it's the exact same thing. So when we do that, the bones are not rubbing, they're not cracking, nothing's breaking. It's just pressure that gets released from the joint whenever the bone is put back into its proper position. But even knowing that, some people just really don't like that feeling, or they're scared of having a neck adjustment, which I totally get. So the good thing is that we have some gentler forms of what we call instrument adjusting that we can use for those people that either don't like that sound, or even for people that have really frail spines, like people that have had spinal injuries, or they've had or they have like osteoporosis or really bad arthritis. They just can't have a hand adjustment. So one of the things that we do is something called an activator. It's this little gun that has a rubber tip to it, and basically it just makes a quick little click. And what's happening is there's this very quick impulse that goes through the tip of this activator that goes right into the spine or the area that's being adjusted. So what happens is, it makes a loud sound, but it's just a very quick tap. It's so quick that it actually is faster than the muscle can even tighten up. So it's able to help adjust or remobilize the vertebrae without an actual cracking or a hand adjustment. So some people like to use these. Another device we have is something called an ArthroStim. This is a device that does a rapid tapping, and the firmer we push, the firmer it is. And you can see my fingers kind of vibrating. It's again putting an impulse into the spine. And so what we typically do is we'll be on it for maybe 5 or 10 seconds, and that impulse, what it does, repetitive impulse, will help to unlock the joint or loosen up any tension that occurs in there, so we can restore better motion and get things back in alignment. So personally, I've been doing this for 17 years now, and I find that people respond quicker and a little faster by getting a hand adjustment, but when people do this, they still get better. It usually just takes a little bit longer. So we typically prefer to use our hands, but for those that either can't get a hand adjustment or just don't enjoy it, we're happy to use all these other different devices. That way everybody can be helped through chiropractic care. So if that sheds a little more light on instrument adjusting and gentle adjustment techniques that can be used for chiropractic care. So I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for listening.